Hi boys and girls, welcome to your part 2 video of calculating Pythagorean theorem. In this video we're going to talk about how you find the length of side A or side B, which is also known as the legs of the right triangle. So as a quick little review, Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where A and B make up the sides of the right triangle, and c squared, or also known as our hypotenuse, is the side directly opposite of the right angle. So in this example here, we have a squared, which is 4 inches, plus b squared, which is our unknown, equals c squared, which is 8. One strategy that you can use is to find the right angle in the triangle and highlight the hypotenuse, which is directly across. That way you know, in this case, that the hypotenuse is given. Because sometimes when triangles are rotated in different ways, it's hard to determine what is side A, what is side B, and what is side C. So that's a strategy that I want you to use to help you determine that. So let's go through the process as we did before. So a squared, which is 4, plus b squared, which is our unknown, equals c squared, which is 8. So I'm going to go through and simplify each number. 4 squared is 16, plus b squared, which is our unknown, equals c squared, which is 8 squared, which in this case is 64. Now I'm going to apply what I know about equations. My goal is to find b, or get b by itself. So I'm going to subtract 16 to both sides, and that will isolate my variable, which is b squared. So b squared equals 64 minus 16, which is 48. Now, just as we talked about in the last video, to find the square, I'm going to do the opposite and take the square root of both sides. So the square root of 48 is about 6.92. inches. So in this case, I have applied a unit of measurement. Alright, let's look at another example. Again, I have a squared plus b squared. The line opposite of my right angle is my hypotenuse. In this case, 11 is my hypotenuse. So let's go through the problem by plugging in our information. So 5 squared plus b squared, which is our unknown, equals c squared. Now a couple things, that I want to point out here. If we were missing a instead of b, this process would be the same. So a and b are interchangeable, meaning I would do the same process if b was my known and a was my unknown. Another thing that I want you to do is on the back of your graphic organizer, I want you to write the word bean, B-E-I-N, just like Pythagoreans' favorite food. Just kidding. I want you to write the word bean. This will help me to determine that you've watched the whole video. And I just want you to make sure that this is something that you keep. Since you were the one watching the entire video and advocating for yourself and doing pretty much what you're supposed to, I want you to receive the credit. So again, just somewhere on the back of your graphic organizer, write the word bean. Okay, so let's continue. 5 squared is 25. Plus b squared equals c squared, which is 11, which is 121. Now I'm going to subtract 25 to both sides. I'm left with b squared equals 121 minus 25, which is 96. I'm going to take the square root of 96, which is about 9.7 inches. That equals b. And circle your answer. A little bit better than that. Alright, I want you to refer to a graphic organizer. So in this case here, calculating A or B, again, it's the same process. Let's come up with some numbers. So in this case, let's find our A side. So let's say our side A is what's missing. And let's say side B is 9 feet. And side C is 12 feet. So I'm going to simplify, leave A squared as is. Plus 9 squared, which is 81. And 12 squared, which is 144. Now I'm going to subtract 81 from both sides. So A squared equals 144 minus 81, which is 63. Now I'm going to take the square root of both sides. And the square root of 63 is 7.9. So A equals 7.9. I believe I said feet. Okay, this concludes your video on Pythagorean theorem. Again, if you need to go back or refer to this video at a later time, you may. And the main thing that I want you to grasp from this video is that A and B are both interchangeable, and it's the same process. So whether I'm finding A or I'm finding B, the steps are going to be very, very similar. All right, have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.